And we're back, finally an update to the Horus Heresy series that me and Adam are doing. I mean, I'm mostly talking and painting, and he's coming here and painting. Not painting, gaming. And this time we're updating. I finished finally his word bearer army, so hopefully we'll have a battle report with a full painted army again, crushing my Death Guard because the other only ones painted. Although I am working on my Iron Warriors, I am working on my Imperial Ultramarines and Adams, blah blah blah. But this episode is for the bearers of the word, Lorgar's bitches. I mean, Lorgar's minions. The most hated legion of all, the word bearers. I mean, they are the first heretics. They ruined everything. Not Horus. They're the ones to blame. Although somebody would say that they are right. Sorry. Lorgar is throwing some jiggy-bow shit at me. What to say? The whole process of this army was excellent. The history of the army is cool. Going through it, so Lorgar is a fanatic. He was brought to a planet where the religion is top tier. Carferon was his like step daddy, who is a dick also, but doesn't matter. He influenced him more than the Emperor himself. He seen the Emperor as a god. The Emperor said, bitch, no. Send Ultramarines to smack, I think, is it Monarchia? I think that their golden city that they worshipped, that was the best of their all. They destroyed it, and then that was the way to chaos for them. They hated the Ultramarines for that. That's normal. What else did they do? When the Heresy, they corrupted Horus, and they first killed all of their loyal word bearers that were loyal to the Emperor. They removed that. They went to the Iron Terror. They made the Gal Warback, the first combination of Marine and Demon. The first possessed practically. They have some cool characters like Erebus, who is a bastard and then nobody likes him. In all the story he's a complete asshole. Sorry if I'm swearing a lot, but this army deserves. It's the word. It's the word. So the best thing they done was butcher the Ultramarines. The most biggest slaughter was the Betrayed Cult. Well, they killed a lot of them. Well, they destroyed the cult system, ruined it completely. Did try to kill Girly Man, failed. Then they got their asses kicked. Then they went to a rampage with the world eaters to do a little bit of cleaning on the 500 worlds, for a little bit of butchering and killing on the side, which is good. Then Lorgar ascended Angron to demonhood, which is all fun and games, of course, for him. What else happened? Well, they're dicks. End of story. Now for the painting wise, I think I'm ranting too much. For the painting of the army was more straightforward. I used black undercoat for it. Mephiston red for the base color, leaving a little bit of black on the model, so it's like dark shaded a little bit. Then I highlighted it with Evil Sun Scarlet, I think. The army itself, I tried to make each model unique, so I added scrolls, conversions if I could somewhere. Adam also had some ideas for his Margal Tal possessed dreadnought. So one is painted in like ultramarine colors, like they bounded it and then used warp demon rituals to corrupt it completely. The I used a lot of forgeable transfer sheets that Adam provided for me. Most of the army, well, actually about 80% of the army is original, so no 3D printing. I only 3D printed some parts like the shoulders for the heavy weapon squads and the scrolls themselves. I did print the Blessed Lady. That's like the Reverend, the lady that was like there, that survived that monarchia. And I think I'm saying this correctly. I'm probably wrong, and somebody's going to correct me. So don't do it. Do you understand? Do not correct me. I fuck up regularly. Sorry, I'm ranting too much. And Esoterist, I found a file that's good, and I printed it. The Marines on the land, the Spartan that we will see, are spare bits that I cut up. I went with the basing as desert, something like that, just to make it a little bit like contrasting between the models. That's it, more or less. I did convert a little bit the Gal Warbuck so he doesn't have the same models. That's it. Now I probably missed a lot, especially again for this army. So let's go to the table and I'll talk for each unit, try to explain how it's done. Let's go through some warp magic on you. And these are the word bearers, so let's check out each model individually. So let's see, this will be fun. Hundreds and hundreds of models. So we have the Esoterist, so this is the 3D printed model. A bit of transfers. Not bad. So then we have these. We're going to go first the characters and then the Blessed Lady. Yes, for the Esoterist we'll need later probably add demons to this force, so he's going to use mine. Just need to paint up, then he can summon some demons while fighting. We have the Blessed Lady. She's probably an objective mark or anything, just to be with Argaltar. So he can see him ripping the Ultramarine in half, which is always nice. Okay, then we have the Betrayed Cult Praetor. Added the scrolls, as you can see, make it a little bit different. Some markings. Also used transfers from the forgeable transfer sheet, make him a little bit more interesting. Then we have the chaplain from the Betrayed Cult. Same thing, I used the transfers to make them more better capes. Then we have Lorgar, the heretic. Done a little bit of OSL here, a little bit OSL on his head. I'll probably try to focus more. Focus. He wants to focus on everything except him. Okay. Then we have the Blade Slaves. Zardulayak, or I'm probably butchering that name. A little bit of plasma effects. Nothing spectacular. Him. I didn't go with the standard green with his flames, just to make him a little bit different. So, and the second blade slave. Not bad. Then the tacticals, I'll just show you a couple of them. I won't show you another the whole. I think there's 80 of them. So much. So standard tacticals, but added forge rolled shoulder pads. 3D printed the scrolls, so they look like fanatics, like they're shown in the artwork. So nothing spectacular on this army, so the only conversions were the scrolls. We have MK4s and MK3s. Sergeants are either without helmets all, so it's easier to see. I think only one sergeant of all the squads has a helmet. The rest are just standard tacticals, bolters, and that's it. Then I have an MK4 squad that I used MK3 shoulders just to make them a little bit different. And I had didn't have spare, how do you say, shoulders, but then it's easier to see them in the squads. Let me take this. You can see how many of these fuckers are there. Then we have the heavy weapon squad. This squad wasn't supposed to be the multi-meltas, it was supposed to be just ordinary meltas, so sorry Adam for that, this was my mistake. I'll make it up to you one day. Probably buy you a new squad and paint it up. Focus, I failed. Sergeant, nothing spectacular. So shoulders are 3D printed, freehand on the writing on the armor. So, and then we have the last cannons, standard squad, same thing. Shoulders are 3D printed. Then we have this. I can see the squads. Then we are going to I think Margalta, however they're called, the demon contemptors. This is actually was Adam's idea, like converted, demonized husk of a ultramarine contemptor, which is nice. Two close combat weapons. Then we have one standard original one, so with the plasma coil. Bases are simple. Wood bark and sand, actually modeling paste from, I think it's Vallejo or something like that, not 100% sure. Then we have the contemptor from the Betrayal at Cult, so the standard one, which I made a little bit of scrolls, added scrolls a lot. Fuck. Then we have the new plastic Leviathan that's just added a lot of scrolls, so, and transfer sheets from the, how to say, forge roll transfer sheet. Okay, then we have, what we have like next, then it's the Ashen Circle, 20 of them. There's nothing spectacular, just added scrolls to match all the army. Then these are Apothecarian. This one is a conversion. I used the standard bits that I had lying around. I had spare legs. Then I used the World Bearer head and body. And I think the apothecary parts are, this one is 3D printed, and this is from, I think this is from Primaris. Then we have the standard forge rolled ones, old models but still great. Another one here. Then we have Tartarus Terminators. So nothing spectacular, just added scrolls and a lot of markings on them, and that's it. Next is the Gal Warback. Again, some scrolls, some are original. Here I actually converted the power fist for him. This one I converted, just added helmet and multi-melta. No, melta gun. I think this one is original. Oh, to be honest, I don't know what I cut up, what I didn't cut up. Again, conversion. Oh, this is the original one. This one I cut up also to make. This is an old possessed hand. This is the original. Then we have another original, the one that I removed the power fist, added the power fist. And then we have this one, which is the Meltagun that I changed up. And what else do we have? We have rhinos. I'll probably do a showcase video for them, so on a turntable, all of it. It's going to be a little bit longer, and it will take me a little bit longer to do. And the Spartan added transfers from the Bricatrella card set and from the Forge Roll set. Also added some books, mutilated Marines. Oh, fuck. And that's it. And that's it for the showcase for the Word Bearers army. Hope you liked it. It's nothing spectacular. I think I done a good job. It will be definitely a joy to play against, kill these corrupt bastards, especially with my Iron Warriors. Once I finish the 30k part. Next update for the Heresy series will be what's next, what I'm working on. Maybe talk about the idea, what planning with the armies. Then you can tell suggestions on each army, what to add. That will be helpful. So I'm good at painting and converting, but making a list is like, ooh, I want something cool. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this crappy vlog. Leave a comment below, tell me what you think. Any suggestions to make this series a little bit more interesting. What would you like to see? Would you like to see a tutorial for the World Bearers? If you're interested in that. And that's it. Subscribe to the channel if you like my channel, but you probably don't, so don't. So then hit the notification button, because then you will see this face a lot more. And thank you for watching, and stay grumpy. Yeah.